think a common misconception about the queer community is that no one is going to throw a temper tantrum if you accidentally misgender someone.
Really? Are you sure about that?
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people when they misgender others.
Getting a drink at the bar and they called both Azul and I ladies.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
I have this one coworker who simply refuses to use the correct pronouns for me. I've called her out every time she misgenders me, and she just is resigned to not change. Ended up yelling at her after the third time she misgendered me, and within like 30 minutes, like, I use they, them pronouns.
Hello everyone, my name is Nick, and I'm a transsexual man. Not enough transsexuals, especially people my age, are speaking up about this, so I wanted to be one of the first Gen Z alternative trans men to actually bring attention to these fake trans people that are causing so many problems in our community, and just kind of show that it's not all of us that are like this, just the fake ones. Going back to those clips, but notice how none of them are doing absolutely anything to pass as the opposite sex. It's pretty obvious what sex all of them are, and sorry, not sorry, but normal people recognize sex. You can't wear a dress, a full face of makeup, and have long colored hair and as a female and expect anybody to call you anything but she and her. If you saw this person in public, you would automatically assume that they're a she. And I mean, that would be correct because she isn't a trans man at all, no matter what she calls herself. She really can't expect anybody to know that she goes by anything but she and her simply based off the way that she dresses. Even if you try to hide your secondary sex characteristics, it can be pretty easy if you aren't on HRT to tell whether or not you are male or female.
Act like a they, them, look like a she, her, talk like a he, him, party like a Caesar.
Looking at this person's face shape, nose, lips, and even her arms, you can pretty easily tell that she is a female, no matter how she dresses. It would be a different story if these people didn't lose it whenever they were misgendered. Transsexuals don't lose it. We take it as an, oh, I have to change this or that to make it so people don't clock us. We take it as feedback, I guess. Before I started medically transitioning, even though I was wearing male clothing and trying to pass as male as much as possible, I knew that people were going to continue to refer to me as she and her, and they did. Obviously, I had a rounder face, my voice was higher, and I didn't always wear a binder because it could make it incredibly hard for me to breathe, especially with the jobs that I was doing. I do a lot of, running around and work in really hot environments, so that's not really an ideal place to wear a binder. And I really don't recommend people wearing a binder while they're doing any sort of, activity besides just standing there. I have a coworker at my current job who would go around correcting people on my pronouns for me, even though I never asked for it, before I started medically transitioning, of course. Some people do ask others to correct other people on their pronouns for them, and those people aren't trans. Let me explain. When I am misgendered, it feels like I've been electrically shocked or startled or even stabbed, and then I get incredibly, incredibly depressed. A lot of the time, even before I started medically transitioning, I would forget that I wasn't male until I was misgendered. Then it was sort of like, oh, right, I'm not a male. And it would make me feel really hollow and like I didn't exist. Dissociating is an easier way of saying it, I guess. I don't like having attention drawn to it. If attention is paid to it, then it drags out that feeling longer. And personally, I don't even like when people frantically apologize afterward. And I know why they do, even though I don't like it. Like, it is understandable. All of the clips that I've played in this video so far are the exact reason why people are frantically apologizing after misgendering someone. When I got my hysterectomy a few months back, the nurse called me she in the recovery room, and she obviously frantically apologized for it because people are literally losing their jobs over people complaining about being misgendered. And why would I ever expect someone who just removed my female organs to call me a he? That would just be ludicrous. Like, that would be stupid. But obviously, there are people out there who don't think that organs and sex matter for your gender, and they think that the world just revolves around them. They think that they can change everybody's language and that they're higher on the totem pole than all of us. But they're just as insignificant as the rest of the population. The people who get upset at their families for it, in my opinion, are probably the worst.
I'm not even a bully! You literally detonate me, misgender me, and tell—
These are the people who have been around you for your entire life. These are the people who watched you as a baby, like, came out of these people. This woman, obviously your mom, but you can't immediately expect them to get it when you have grown up around these people as the sex that you were born as for your entire life. It isn't just your family doing it, babe. Everyone's doing it. You don't look like a man in the slightest. Drag queens look manlier than you, and they're wearing massive silicone and skin-tight leotards. You can't expect your family to get it immediately. It takes a very long time. My extended family is just barely starting to get it, even though I've been out for about 4 years and medically transitioning for 1. My immediate family, like my parents and my sister, they don't get it. My sister does a little bit, but my mom, not at all. And it's going to take a very long time for her to get it because obviously I was her daughter like my entire life until just a few years ago. Every single clip that I have added to this video is incredibly embarrassing to transsexuals. This is why nobody likes us. This is why LGBT acceptance is at an all-time low. Because these people are taking our mental disorder and wearing it like a costume. Because they don't have to suffer with the mental strain of not being the opposite sex like we do. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments. This is my first video, so I really hope that it was alright. Leave me feedback. I'd love to hear it. And everyone have a good rest of your day.